talk about the Sacramento Kings, I gotta bring in a guest, man. My fellow Sacramento King fan. Let's bring on my man Trent. Can we gotta do that for me? Bring on my man Trent for me. Let's get it. Trent, you there?
I'm here, baby. Light that beam, baby. Let's go.
You got the new, we got the slam shirt. Let's go.
And we balling, bro. We balling. The Peja Stojakovic jersey is for the throwbacks. The new stuff is here. We here. We here for the new Kings era, baby. The new Kings era. Hey, Joe, I be dropping bombs and leaving because Joe just be fighting too much. We can only talk to him so much, man. We've been telling them since 40 wins, man. They don't want to listen. So you can keep talking to him. I'm gonna just sit back and watch, man. I'm gonna just sit back and watch. Unless Draymond's stepping on somebody, I'm not speaking up because that's man. But exciting times, baby. Excited for the show. Let's get it.
Let's go, man. Hey, man, you got me ready to run through a wall, man, right now. I'm pumped right now.
I'm ready,
Let's
baby.
go. So, look, let's talk about this game. The Warriors versus Kings. Kings gave the Warriors a second loss in a row in the playoffs. First time in the Steph Curry era. They have been down 0-2 in the playoffs, y'all. They're going back to San Francisco. We all know they are much better at home than they are on the road. But before we get to that, let's talk about that game yesterday. Trent, let's give me a recap, your reaction to yesterday's game. Outside of the Draymond stuff, obviously.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But and these first two games have just been Sacramento Kings basketball. No surprises on my end. This is the exact same team we've been watching all season. And when I came on for the 40 wins episode, I said that Mike Brown getting that 3 seed was so huge. Mike Brown's experimental phase with these big men. Alex Len didn't play the whole season, and then he steps into game 1 and wins the defensive player of the game. Davion Mitchell last night had the responsibility of taking care of Steph Curry. It's a hard task for anybody, but at the end of the day, Davion's one of the best on-ball defenders in this league. So let Curry have his flowers. Before the Kings were in the playoffs, I've been a Curry stan for the last 6-7 years, so I can't switch up now. But at the end of the day, the Warriors need more than just Steph to get it done. And last night, the Kings did a really good job of not losing control of the situation at hand. You start 0 for 10 in the first quarter. Everyone is thinking, all right, this is the Kings team we expected. That we will get to that Draymond thing, but that was a pretty big point in the game where shout out to Draymond for taking the electric out of the arena, because that was the biggest problem with the Kings. I mean, any type of momentum that the Kings made last night was either stopped by a Steph 3 or Draymond tripping somebody. So, the Warriors have been there before. They know how to win the mental game. But shout out to Mike Brown and the whole Kings team for keeping their composure, because Sabonis gets stepped on. The game goes to tied, back against the wall, and the Kings reacted just how they should. Fourth quarter, Fox took over and light the beam, baby.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, y'all want to go?
I truly just want the fans to talk. This is y'all moment.
I'll comment after you're finished, but I want you to go, Joe.
Let's get it, man. So look, man, Trey, like the beat, man. Like the. Oh, see, look, my camera got messed up.
No, he didn't.
Camera got messed up. Like they knew what's up.
Too excited.
You got a cowbell?
They knew what's going on. Hold on. Y'all gotta fix my camera. They knew it. Say, one of y'all did that to me. That's what's going on right now.
Nah, that's you. That's all you.
Hold on. My green screen up to my green now and everything. God.
That's Draymond.
I don't know what's going on.
It's Draymond, bro. Look, stop the momentum, bro. He listen.
You did.
He worried this show about
is Draymond in the studio? Let's go, man. So look,
You got a cowbell.
Oh
I
my
had that on
goodness.
when I was in Sacramento. Been waiting to use this on the show.
You should have
So
been
look,
ringing that all season.
So look, that's all I gotta say. All right, look, Draymond stepped on Joe's camera. Exactly. Right? So look, the Warriors messed up, Trent. They messed up, bro. They messed up, man. They haven't been down 2-0 since Baron Davis was their point guard. You know how long that was, right? 0-2. So that win was credit to our defense. Credit to our defense. And Mike Brown, after Trent noticed, after every game, what Mike Brown always says, we got to raise the physicality. We got to be physical as close to 48 minutes possible, right? He says that after every single game. And then when we play bad, he said it's not going to work in the playoffs. So he knows he's been here. That's why I kept saying, like he said, experience. Mike Brown's been here. He knows what the playoffs are going to be like. So he let them know, like, you can touch them or you can grab them. You can hold them because they're going to allow you to do that in the playoffs. And that's exactly what we did, right? So here's the thing. We forced 20 turnovers. We allow 106 points to the number 2 scoring team. We all know who number 1 is. Our defensive rating yesterday, y'all, was 102. Do y'all know what the Cavs defensive rating was all year? Number 1 team? 109. So our performance yesterday will put us at the best defensive team in the league. All right. That's how good defense was yesterday. So people can't talk about defense all year. And if you this is about I dropped the bomb when you said about your friend. If you've been watching Refuse to Lose all year, you've been hearing me say this. On the road, we are the 8th best defense. And the reason why, because it's a hostile environment and it's like we're more locked in when it's more hostile. So once we get into the playoffs and get that playoff atmosphere, get that playoff physicality, our defense is going to be better. And it's showing so far in the first 2 games because that's how it is, right? So we are the type of team that doesn't fold under pressure. That's the difference. The Warriors, they don't fold. Like Trent said, they're veterans. And normally people don't finish out games when they make their little runs. We saw in the first 2 games, right? In the end of the game, like Trent said, they made late runs in both of those games. But we kept our composure because we are the clutchest team in the league. Right? Clutchest team in the league. Listen to this, y'all. In the regular season, right? In the clutch, we got the best offensive rating, was not surprising, right? In the clutch. Number 2 is Utah. Do y'all know the margin between us and Utah? It's the same margin between Utah, who's 2nd, and the Bulls, who's 17th. I mean, that's how good the offense is in the clutch. And then, so I ain't got to remind y'all about Fox. You know about De'Aaron Fox. In the first half of these playoffs, Fox is averaging 16 points in the first half, 35% shooting, 11% from 3. Do y'all know in the second half, it's 22 points, 51.5%, 55% from 3? Don't mess with Fox. That's his quarter, the 4th quarter. All right, so everybody made excuses the first game, Trent. Everybody make excuses, right? Everybody talk about how the Warriors ain't do this, the Warriors ain't do that, but they didn't talk about how Keegan and Kevin Huerter didn't make it through. Kevin Huerter yesterday, 15 points, 2 threes made, 2 crucial threes too.
The whole 4th quarter.
Put them threes up. All right. They also said Malik Monk can't do that again. He can have a good game. He had 32, but he gave you 18 and 6 rebounds. I'll take that. Hey, look, Malik Monk, I'll take him over Jordan Poole any day. All right. Also, they said, look, Sabonis, he had a bad game. Shot 32%. You know what he did yesterday? Back to his old soul, 66%. My man Sabonis, right? So look, also, and lastly, Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles can't do that again. I told y'all the bench. I told y'all we stripped the numbers now. Who stepped up yesterday? We don't need Trey Lyles to be good every game. Davion Mitchell. Give you 14 points off the bench. Like I told y'all, the Warriors is not as deep as they were in the past. And y'all said they were. Listen, last year they had GP2, what they still got, Kaminga, who they still got, Moody, who they still got. Y'all know 3 players they had last year who were crucial in that playoff run? We all know about Iggy, played valuable minutes. We all know about Otto Porter Jr., who played valuable minutes. And y'all forgot about Bielisa. He played some valuable minutes last year. And they are all 3 veterans that they don't have this year. So we got strength in numbers. And I got a feeling, Trent, that it's gonna be a parade in my city from downtown, game 3. I got a feeling. But lastly is this. Like Trent said, they relied too much on Steph Curry. Too much on Steph Curry. All right. Normally, like I said, Steph Curry can come out the game and the Warriors can maintain a lead or tread water. Yesterday, they are -11 without Steph on the floor. Game 1, -14 without Steph on the floor. Steph played a whole 4th quarter yesterday. You think they're going to keep up with that in this whole series the way we play? Nah, bro. And Clay, no, I'm gonna get to Clay in the second topic, right? But like the B, man.
Like the V.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
I didn't know if he was done.
All I heard was facts.
I ain't saying he capping. You need to play the button.
All I heard was facts.
So you're strength in numbers now?
He been saying that.
We got one here. Not as good as the Warriors in the past. but we got a deeper bench than them. I told you that before the series started.
Okay, you can say that, but
That's my
I don't
point.
think don't take straight the numbers. You saw what happened in Memphis when they said that. I
We
don't
not
think
Memphis, bro. Don't compare us to Memphis.
We got a
Go ahead.
I'm just saying. Look. I'm not switching my pick. I picked y'all to win the series. I'm just saying. Tread lightly with the strength in numbers comment. That's it.
He already said it. It's out there. It's too
It's
late.
out there now.
Yeah.
Look,
All
I'll
right,
say, go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna just give my analysis from watching the game. But this is exactly what I expected from the Kings' first two home games. I said they're going to win the first two home games. That's exactly what's going to happen. I said this before the series started. I said this before they played the Warriors. Remember when the questions came up, they said, "Do you think?" I think they was asking if I think that the Warriors can beat, if the Kings can beat the Warriors, and I said yes. I said the Kings should have no reason to fear them. They should have no reason to fear the Warriors because they match up with them well. They score well. They're a good team at home, and the Warriors are a bad team on the road, and that showed. That showed in the first. The Warriors' best chance to take this series was to win Game 1. They were only down 3 points. They if they were sent to the overtime and win the game, then we would have something to talk about. But Tom, just like I told you, if the Kings go up 2-0, that pretty much to me says who's going to win this series. Kings are going to win the series. Now it may be I picked them to win the 7. It may go 6. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to go 5 or 4. I don't think it's going to be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep, but I think it can definitely go 6 or 7 for sure. 7, I said, is what I said, but it could definitely go 6. Sabonis stepped up like I said he would. I said Sabonis had a bad game the first game. I said I don't expect him to have a bad game again. And he came in and put up 20 points. 20 points, 9 rebounds. So he did what he was supposed to do. Malik Monk, like Joe said, he didn't have his high-scoring 30-point game, but he put up 18 and 6 off the bench. He did what he's supposed to do. And that's why I said last time I think it's crazy that he wasn't talked about as a sixth man of the year. I know we have Malcolm Brogdon and then Normal Powell from the Clippers, but I mean, look at where his team is in the other two. I mean, Malcolm Brogdon is the number 2 seed in the East, but I mean the Kings are number 3 seed in the West. No one saw this happening. I understand the situation that happened with the Celtics about Ime Udoka not being the head coach for the season, but that their assistant coach was there. So it's not like he ran a different system. I'm almost certain he's running the same system that Ime Udoka had ran. It's just that he has better players around now because Malcolm Brogdon's there. But it was a good win. I said that they would win the first 2 games, so I'm not shocked. All I want to see now is what's going to happen in Game 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's on me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I just want to say, first of all, you guys came on here and you all sound like these people right here.
Finally did it! It's been so long, and we finally did it! We had to do it! We had to win, and we finally did it! Welcome to Northern California! Sacramento Kings are back! And we ain't gonna be forgetting ever! Woo!
Yeah!
Yes, sir.
Now, Joe, all season long, you've been coming on here, you've been spitting your facts, you've been spitting your stats, you've been saying it, and then towards like after the All-Star break, you've been saying it. You've been like, I want the Warriors. Like you've been calling them out. And they are who we thought they were on the road. I'm sorry. I said the Warriors could win 1 game on the road. They haven't done it so far. And they needed that game yesterday. Hats off to what Mike Brown has done with this team. Hats off to what your team is actually doing. One thing I will say is you guys are resilient. You're resilient. No matter what the lead is, you guys find a way to cut that lead and show up. Even with the big steps happening. No pun, Sabonis in your rib. You know, even with those big steps, you're going up against a team. I mean, the Malik Monk comment. I wouldn't take him over Jordan Poole, but I see where you're coming from. I like the intensity in which you said it, because if Jordan Poole's not scoring, he's not doing nothing else at times, and it's showing right now. Maybe his ankle was still hurt, but it looked like he's hurting the Warriors. They needed that game yesterday. I see what you're saying, Dave, about game 1. And you can't, Steph, the way he shot that last 3-pointer in game 1, he was taking the Kings lightly. And then game 2, you come out, you know, you all were like 0 for 10, I think 0 for 7 from 3, and then the turnovers. So it looked like the Kings were just going to flatline. Meanwhile, you all said, you know what? I got this. The Warriors want to play habitator. We're just going to steal the ball and we're going to lock up on defense. And that's what you all did again. It makes it hard for you to be a Warrior supporter to come on here and be like, man, they're going to have to take these next 2 games. But if you watch what's on film, if the Warriors are who we thought they were on the road and hopefully what they are at home, then you got the stats to back up what the Kings have been doing on the road. It's tough to pick game 3. It's tough. And the way they operate the offense only through Steph Curry. One thing I will say about the strength in numbers comment, I think the youngins from last year, that run was a little too easy for them. So they're not really, they really don't have that tenacity, that grit on them, that mud, that dirt for them to realize the moment that they're in right now. Because this is a dogfight now. This is not no easy moment where you think you can just get a ball to Steph and Clay and they're going to take over because the Kings are running. So when you come on that court from that sub, you need to be ready to either lock in on defense or score. Because that's what's happening on the other side of the court. The Kings is like, we locking in and we scoring. When you all were 0 for 7, Malik Monk checked in the game and got 2 threes easy. Wipe that away. It's like, well, we can score now. So hats off to you guys, man. You got to embrace it. Like Curry said, I mean, you do this for a minute. You come home, you all got to stick together and you got to win it. But one thing I will point out is Fox said this. He's like, we huddled up and we're like, we have to win this game. Everybody looked ejected. He said, nah, this is what happens when a team comes together. And then you hit that button and y'all lit the beam. So shout out to you all. But you coming back to Golden State. E40 going to be there. And for all my people in the Bay, tell me when to go.
I got to say one more thing about D Fox. And I want to say something about D Fox, Harrison Barnes, and Davion Mitchell. All 3 of them played really, really good defense last night. Fox came in, got like 2 or 3 steals back to back. Malik Monk had got a few. Harrison Barnes had got one. Does Harrison Barnes have an issue with Klay Thompson?
Yes.
Because he banged on him twice.
Yes,
I
bro.
don't know what it is. It's personal. I know they was teammates before, but I guess he was like, you know what? I'm yamming on you tonight. So I think he got some. I think he got some issues. He might need to go to therapy about what some issues he got with Klay Thompson.
Oh, no, he getting it out. He getting it out on the court.
And then
he ain't step on him, but he getting it out.
Shout out to Davion Mitchell, man. Curry shot 9 of 21. He had 21 points, but his 3-point percentage was terrible. He was 3-13 from the field from 3. Davion Mitchell was playing great defense last night. It's not too many people that can help, that can play defense like that. But the Kings are they're playing defense like they want to win. I know they didn't play defense like this early in the season, but it's playoff time now. So, but like I said, game 3 can be different because the Warriors are at home. They are a better team at home. They're the total opposite at home. So who knows what can happen?
You seen what I did, man. We gonna get hyphy in the Bay. Tell me when to go. It's turn up time. Now, if the Kings come out there and win that game, it's over.
Yeah, I told you I like the bridge because I'm a Niners fan, so I'm cool with you.
I'm taking that down. I don't understand why you said that.
All right, Trent, you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, just like E40, everybody's got choices. So,
that was a good one. I like that.
I don't think people are excited for game 3. I think people are excited to see the Kings lose so they can say, I told you so.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? So be it. The Warriors are champions for a reason. I will give flowers to Andrew Wiggins. I think Wiggins played incredible last night.
Kept them afloat.
So kept them afloat. He's getting back into it. And just light the beam, baby.
Let's get it.
Like
all right. All right. So also a video was requested and we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it real quick. All right.
That was requested.
Let's play this thing real quick.
Hey,
Trent, tomorrow I'm gonna hit you up, man. I'll get you on tomorrow.
Trent, you're gonna be on another day because y'all gonna lose tonight.
All right. Let's get it. Like the beat.
We here.
Hey, remember the last person that did that?
Oh, I remember.
We ain't heard from Ty in a minute now.
Hey, don't you ever compare us to any other people? Okay?
That's
I'm
right.
just saying. I'm like Dave with the bets, man. All right. You
Don't do that,
clip
man.
me
Hey,
up.
you see,
You said tomorrow. I'm here.
I did.
Yeah.
You see how I'm coming up with these bets. You know, even though Kev said what he said in the comments, he's just gonna have to pay that money up. I'm just saying. You know, I got my Miami Heat shirt coming on Monday. So I mean, look, I'm letting everyone in Refuse to Lose know right now. You don't want to bet me. You don't want.
I'm letting everyone on Refuse to Lose know you don't want to clip me up because last time you did this, Trent, remember Tampa Bay and Dak got you back.
Oh, here we go. They went to San Fran the next week. Take the bridge out the back.
Hey, I'm just saying. Y'all better take a picture with this bridge right here because it's gonna get ugly.
Listen, listen. This is a whole different team we're talking about. We ain't talking about, you know, Indiana Pacers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's talking about the Sacramento Kings. All right, let's go to our next topic on that. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.